Well, here we go. Officials Lisa Jones, Darren Kraszeznik, and Ty Bills. Off we go in Corvallis. Hold on a minute. Got a violation on Eastern Washington, so it'll be Oregon State basketball in this opening possession of the game.
And I'll tell you what, they love defense, so no worries starting off in a defensive possession here after that violation.
Best defensive team in the Big Sky, but they're going to have their hands full guarding Oregon Beavers down low today. Consistent force in the starting lineup for Eastern Washington over the last few years with the ball right now. Trying to step in tight and got a pretty roll down low.
4 out, 1 in. And Alexander, we saw there, she's so athletic, such a hard guard. And Beers, a hard guard as well. 2
possessions, 2 Beers buckets. Jason Ross Jr. and Asia Ellison with you here in Corvallis. Texas A&M and Nebraska will be the next matchup. Loetta drains a 3. That's the Big Sky, not only player of the year. Oregon State had a semifinal loss in the Pac-12 tournament to Stanford. Pull up from Loetta, back-to-back buckets for Jamie Loetta. They believed here in Corvallis before anyone else believed they could have the season that they pieced together. Here's the offensive board. She's got 6 points early on, all 6 of Oregon State's points. Look at that inbound play.
Just execution here, missed shot, Beers. The way she just carves out.
Plays beyond her years, has started every game this year. That's tapped away from Reese, and back comes Eastern Washington. Pettis at the controls, Pettis on the pull-up.
Yep, that's exactly what the Eagles want to do. Defensive stop.
So far, Beers still with all the points for Oregon State. Fading and getting that to rattle home is Marat. Have had a couple of blimps here and there, but for the most part, it has been incredibly consistent. The chemistry has been impeccable. Oh, what an up and under scoop shot there from Loetta in her bag early. Loetta circus shot. I mean, anything's going down right now.
And anything, exactly. I love it. The reverse layup. I mean, that's the talent. And you're seeing it on both ends of the floor, getting steals and then making circus shots on the other end.
Quick answer from Parova.
And show out and put on for her country.
Her family traveled all the way from the Czech Republic for this one. Loetta continues to shoot her shot and make her shots. Where Scott Ruick, the Oregon State head coach, coached against her, so he's seen her before, knows how much of a problem she can be. Quick feed, and Martin books a 3. It's a hot start for the 14 seed Eastern Washington. Second round here in Corvallis. Loetta again, same result.
Can't get it too easy for Loetta.
Loetta has 11 of the first 18 for Eastern Washington. Prova, much needed 3 for the Beavers. How about the timing on that?
Right.
That was ridiculous. Shot clock at 6, game clock 10 seconds left, and Beers gets a bucket to stem the tide. Loetta, the other players in double figures for Eastern Washington. Leah Alexander, 81 starts in 82 games as an Eagle, and you see why there. Her poise on display. Gardner down to Beers. Those two came into Oregon State with one another. They have that inherent chemistry, and they hook up there for 2. Beers whips it out. Parova, she's a good 3-point shooter. There it is, her second 3 of the game.
They're just playing very poised, doing a lot better job just moving that ball around.
24-7 this season. This is what we've seen them do all year. Gardner, contested 3, did not matter.
Has been a slow start for the Beavers, has heated up real quick. The ball movement, she's a guard forward, okay, so she has that versatility, but she's one of the best 3-point shooters on this squad.
Parova, the birthday girl, with a birthday bucket in transition. The team circled up after shoot around and each said a word about how they feel about Dominica, as Loetta gets a much-needed answer out of the timeout there for Eastern Washington. 16 returning players for Eastern Washington. Practically the same team back-to-back years, just one new player. Down low, Beers, a bucket, and a foul.
That's easy money to be there early. Watch here. Beers gets the ball. Look how late the help side is, and that's an easy.
Step back. Bit strong there from Buckley, and now back come the Beavers. Perova, that's her shot. Wide open, you can't leave her.
Wide open on the three-point line. You have to communicate and know where she is. Fan out to the shooter.
Perova and Beers have combined for 27 in this first half for Oregon State. A much-needed answer there from Millie Knowles. Beers got the early positioning. I could see you shaking your head early, Asia. Once she gets that, it's kind of over. Red hot start for Eastern Washington today at 11 early points. Perova, her second steal. Out and running, shovels it off to Von Olhoffen, who gets an easy deuce.
The numbers, the seedings, it matters, but it really doesn't. You always have to respect your opponent, but the parity in women's basketball can be anybody's game.
They do have Oregon State in a mini scoreless drought of a little over 3 minutes. Final half minute of this opening half. Wraparound feed, Beers back in, get buckets.
And that's a great question, and that's the way they got to do. They got to continue to get stops in the boards, maximize their opportunity. When you have a vet.
Hunter, the freshman, again, most of the time does not look like a freshman. Easy, smooth operator there. Going up against incredible competition that geared them up for this stage they wanted to get back to, didn't make the NCAA tournament last year. Von Olhoffen rains down a three for Texas A&M versus Nebraska.
Which is amazing. And you have another look here.
Kennedy Schuler at the point right now for the Beavers. Perova celebrating a birthday today, and an and one for the birthday girl. She has been incredible.
It is her birthday, but I'll tell you what, she is treating.
You're seeing them for the first time tonight. They can get the job done inside and out. A lot of players who came back from last year. Jamie Loetta, nice job to carve in and get two. All games are also available on the ESPN app. Nice feed down low, pretty possession. Will it turn into two? It will off a second chance for Kelsey Reese. Oregon State's depth on display, late stages, third quarter. Reese, she can stretch the floor.
Absolutely dangerous. The bench, how dynamic the Beavers are.
Quick answer on the opposite end from Loetta, has over half their points today.
So very key. Everybody's ready when their number is called, and the teams with depth and those players that can come in and get it done, those are teams that are going to find success in the tournament.
The addition of Loetta when she transferred from Arizona State really helped out Jadia Martin. And now the Eagles can move again. Speaking of Loetta, it was lefty that time to finish, which will also be here in Corvallis in front of their home fans.
And they're going to have to continue to dictate that tempo. You can't take your foot off the gas when it comes to the Eagles.
Donovan Hunter drains the triple, a 30% three-point shooter. It has not mattered who's taken them today. Kelsey Reese, one of the new players for Oregon State this year. She has looked so poised off the bench.
It is absolutely no problem. They've been in this before. Beers talked about with the nose injury. They're still able to get it done. Different looks with the way their post can play in the paint.
Such a great person off the floor as well. Dynamic personality. Gardner, I mentioned, that's Beers' sophomore partner in crime. Gardner leaking out. Easy bucket for Tamia Gardner. That time the three goes down. Transition triple. Nice board from Buckley. Able to bank it home. Saw Jamie Loetta checking out there. Likely the final time for her in this game, this NCAA tournament game that she played a pivotal role in guiding them to the Big Sky Player of the Year. Jamie's sister, Jordan. Leah Alexander, a player who has such a bright future ahead. Washington able to get Andy Zylak into the game for the first time. Spokane, Washington native from about 20 minutes away from campus. They also get Corey Wilcox in, the redshirt freshman, another Washington native, and draining a bucket is Adley Blacklock, who this Oregon State crowd adore. They're dancing again this year, and they're going to dance into the second round. A 22-point first-round victory for the Beavers in front of their sold-out home crowd here in Corvallis.